All right, on schedule for the month of messages for my signs. Boy, I made y'all wait a little bit. Yeah, I do that on purpose. That's your all's challenge. Patience. So learn patience, okay? I don't care who you are or what your sign is. It is your responsibility to identify your challenges and work to overcome them. So fire signs can practice patience, okay? Anyway, this is going to be one mini reading for each fire sign. One for Aries, one for Sagittarius, one for Leo. Okay? If you would like information on scheduling a personal reading, that is in the description of this video, just like every other video. Okay, and yes, we are back to the schedule. Okay, for those of you who missed out on that, we did away with the schedule for about a month and decided to go back to it. So now we are back to the schedule. Boy, y'all didn't waste no time showing up, did you? Cool, right on. Well, any Aries people in here? What other important messages do we have for my Aries people today, universe? Hello, everyone. Let's get one sip of coffee and see if I can get you all a jumper. I prefer a jumper before I get to shuffling. I like the point of reference that it gives me, but okay, well, that's how it happened. This one's yelling at me here. What do we got? The Empress in the reverse. Okay. Some of y'all could be dealing with a Taurus, but no evolution. Okay. Some of y'all could be dealing with something that's very unstable too. Okay. But what I feel immediately when I see the Empress, David, thanks for that super chat. I immediately think no stability, no growth, no evolution. Okay. We come together. Obviously, to a certain extent, we start bending and flexing and evolving. But after a certain point, we smack a wall, and now we are no longer evolving. We came together. Some of y'all are dealing with somebody who you have been for a very long time. For some of you, it doesn't have to be. Either way, though, you hit a wall and you stopped evolving. What you got is what you got, and it's not going to grow past that. I planted a tree, and all it did was grew a few feet and then just turned into a little doo-doo Charlie Brown tree, and that's just it. That's all there is to it. You keep watering it and nothing happens, right? Or it could be a Taurus, like I said. But let's go ahead and get 5 shuffles to lay the spread out. Here's 1, 2, 3, 2 more. 5 of Cups reversed. That's good. Beautiful. Okay. Ooh, could be a Gemini you're dealing with. Hey, I like this. Them nines, though. 9 of Cups and 9 of Swords. Okay. The 9 of Water and the 9 of Air. Okay, so there's a lot of back and forth push-pull that you have going on right now in your mind. Okay. Maybe very difficult to sort through. Okay. If you look at that card right there, this person isn't having the best time in the world. Not really. Does that look fun? But in this card, on the other hand, the 9 of Cups, 9 of Swords, it's back and forth. Okay, one day it's just, you're not doing too good. You know, you get to thinking one thought, the wrong thought spirals out of control and it turns into this. Dude, I dig it. We've all been there, right? But then on other days, it's like, nah, man, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm independent. I got me. I don't need nobody. I don't need you. Don't need you. I don't need nobody. I got me, you know? So I see a lot of back and forth here. 9 of Pentacles reversed. You got 3 9s here in a row. So there is some sort of codependent energy that brought the two of you from a human perspective. I see 2 perspectives here. I see the human and the spiritual perspective. From a spiritual perspective, you're dealing with a very intense soul connection, okay? And while the Ace of Cups is in the reverse, indicating that I don't really think 5 of Cups, Ace of Cups, both reversed. I don't really think that, again, this is going to evolve past whatever you all have gotten to at this point. I don't really see it evolving or getting any better. However, when you have the Lover's energy in here, this energy does not indicate a connection or the lack thereof. It indicates whether or not the connection is felt. And I would have to say, with it being in the upright, some of you could be dealing with a twin flame, some of you, but it is mutually felt, okay? Both of you feel the intensity of the connection, okay? So what does that mean? When you have the Lovers card and the Ace of Cups reversed, that means my number one priority at this point is to say, okay, why? Why? What was the point of this? Not out of argument's sake. It's a genuine question. What was the point here? You're not always going to be shown that answer right away. Not always. Actually, let's be real. 9 times out of 10, you're not going to see that answer right away. I got shit on my shirt. You're not going to see that answer right away, 9 times out of 10. But if you allow yourself to, do not allow yourself to attach to something negative. Do not allow yourself to build your identity around a traumatic experience. Okay, and you just hold this space for, okay, one of these days, this is going to make perfect sense. Maybe not now, but I trust that it will. Queen of Cups, though. Don't lie. Y'all still got feelings for this person. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that. Okay? Let's see what advice we have. This is the most important part of the reading. That first part there, talking about the situation, is not the important part. This is the important part. Okay? Advice. Okay? Advice. And I'm lazy. I'm procrastinating. I keep saying I'm going to start structuring my secondary spreads out a little bit more. You know, I want a spread, because I'm kind of a chaos reader. I don't really, I mean, it has a little bit of structure to it, but it's kind of more what yells at me than anything. And I keep saying I want to at least have one spread that's very, very structured. And I still haven't done it yet. I'm lazy. 1, 2, 3 more shuffles. 3 more for the advice. 1, 2, 3. Wheel of Fortune. 6 of Pentacles reversed, Queen of Wands reversed, 10 of Wands. Okay. All right. So right now, again, well, let's go ahead and start on this one right here. Let's go ahead and just start with the wheel. The you and this individual here is complete. It's very much complete. Okay. From the aspect of the plan was worked out. Okay, that's one level of completion. The plan worked itself out. We came together. We separated. That was the plan. Now, this is the second level of completion. Why? How can I allow myself, or what can I do, what switches can I find in my head to reverse that and let go? That's the second level of completion. If you can't let go, you're still on the wheel. You're still on the wheel. And I don't care what you're clinging on to. I don't care if you're clinging on to what they did to you, what you did. Oh, there's a lot of people who have been trapped on the karmic wheel because you haven't forgiven yourself. We learn to forgive other people, great. But if you don't forgive yourself, you're still stuck on that wheel. You still have a hook in that situation. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you sure do. Okay. Learn the difference between helping others and taking on burdens that aren't yours to take on when you have no help to give. Okay, there's a line there. There's a fine line. And that's one of the more common vibrational traps that we fall into as a human. Okay? If I'm not in the position to help you, if I don't have anything to offer for help, then what I'm doing is I'm making matters worse for the both of us. I'm not doing either of us any favors. You know? Now, if I am presented with an opportunity to help you, and I'm in the position to help you, you know, then okay, that's one thing. But a lot of you, I think, are in this position right here because you weren't in the position, you weren't in the position to help anybody to begin with, you know? Maz, thanks for that super chat, appreciate it. So, no shade thrown, no shade thrown. I know that it comes from a genuine heart of good intention. Okay, there's good intention behind it, but you can put good intention behind almost anything, but whether or not it's going to turn out good and for the greater good is a totally different thing. Okay, if I with the most benevolent intentions in the world am draining myself because I think it makes me, I'm not doing you or me any favors. I'm making it worse for the both of us, right? So just learn where to draw that line and where to the boundary. Okay. Do we have any Saggies in here? Sagittarius. Do we have any Saggies in the chat? Man, y'all, a bunch of y'all done tuned in this morning. 443 people done tuned in. 449. Gotta be at least one Sag in here. At least one. That's all we need is one. Again, I want a jumper. I'm gonna see, I'm gonna give it just a few more seconds to see if one wants to jump for you. If not, we're just gonna jump into shuffling. There it is. High Priestess in the reverse. Okay. So, this right here is the good old battle between ego and intuition. It's not really a battle though, I don't think, for a lot of you. I think a lot of you are trying to figure out which one's which, you know? Because you spend some time in here, if you go inside and you spend some honest time in here and you take a look at what's really going on, dude, ego and intuition are like braided together. They're braided together. Okay? And there's nothing wrong with that as long as we can decide which one is which. We gotta undo that braid. Okay? This is my ego and this is my intuition. No judgment. No judgment. None at all. Okay? None at all. But okay, let me just give you a quick example of what I'm talking about. We've all done this. If you say you haven't done this, I genuinely do not believe you. You are a liar. I've done this. We've all done this. A situation arises in life in which you intuit it correctly. And what happens? We get all cocky, don't we? Yeah, I'm the most intuitive thing that ever walked the face of the earth. You should hang with me more because I'm so intuitive. And the first thing we start doing is start trying to logically figure out how to duplicate that to keep ourselves safe in the future. That's where ego and intuition start braiding together because that's an ego mechanism. The minute you start trying to logically, critically figure out how to duplicate your intuition, that's your ego trying to grab onto it and build a defense mechanism out of it. It's your ego and your intuition braiding together, okay? So we gotta I can't stress no judgment enough. Which one is which? Because the goal is simply to get them working together on the same team. That's the goal, okay? Let's get 6 shuffles here. Ooh, some of you are a little outside of your comfort zone here in the middle of the month with the Sagittarius reversed, okay? A little imbalanced here. Let's get 6 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. 3 more. Oh, there's that strength card popped out for you. That's good. Knight of Cups. Ooh, what's this all about? I got something new coming in here. Some of y'all could be dealing with a Cancer. A lot of indecision though here. Yep, definitely dealing with a past person, okay? Definitely dealing with a past person. Could be an Aries. I have Aries and Cancer here, okay? A lot of wishy-washy shit here. A lot of wishy-washy energy here. 3 of Swords reversed, 6 of Cups reversed. It's like I'm healing from this, but at the same time, I'm still pissed off about what you did, right? That's the person you're dealing with here. I think y'all are dealing with somebody who's very, very kind of wishy-washy, and it's like either I'm healing from this and I'm getting past it, or I'm not, you know? I'm healing from this and getting past this and working through this, or I'm not. And this person's just like back and forth. Like, yeah, I'm healing from this, I'm getting over this, but I still don't forgive you for what you said to me at the same time. You know what I mean? That's what that feels like right there, okay? A lot is being held back here, okay? A lot. I think you're biting your tongue and they're biting their tongue, and it's just kind of like this awkward 2 of Swords, Strength card, this awkward type of, you know what I'm thinking. I know what you're thinking, but I'm not going to say it and you're not going to say it. You know, and it's just this tension, this ball of tension right now is what I'm seeing here. But I don't really see any decision being made right away. This is just wishy-washy. This is wishy-washy energy right here. I don't know who it is. You or the person you're dealing with. Somebody here is just with the 2 of Swords, Judgment reversed, Ace of Wands upright. That's wishy-washy. This is, okay, I'm ready to do this, but I'm not going to make a decision. I'm just going to like wait until it happens. This feels to me, and again, these energies could go either way. It's either you or the person you're dealing with. And to be honest with you, it's all mixed matched here, so I can't tell. All I can say is there's not a solid decision being made here. It's like I'm gonna talk like there's a decision being made. I'm gonna act like, and I'm gonna But in here, I'm really not sure what I'm doing and where I'm going. Strength card, right? I don't know what the hell y'all got yourselves wrapped up in right here. The Emperor in the reverse, okay? This is on your side. This is on your side. So some of you, this is two groups of you, okay? I know this is one of your issues, okay? Desperately trying to control your outside world, okay? Too much, okay? And others of you, the exact opposite. You're relinquishing control, okay? Okay, so I just kind of take that as it resonates. There's so much wishy-washy energy in here that it's really hard to say one specific thing. I think it is time to go, oh, I will say this though, the Chariot's in the reverse. Either way, I don't think you genuinely trust this person. Not really. Not when it all comes down to it. You still are really reluctant. And even those of you who are going to come together with this person, there's still a part of you that just doesn't trust it. It doesn't feel right, you know? Well, let's get to the advice here. Let's get to the advice. I put my brain on a taffy puller, boy. I'm going to tell you what. Let's get the advice here. Again, this is the important part. I don't need to spend too much time draining myself over that because that's not the important part, honestly. This is the important part. I try to find some advice when I'm reading the main spread. I try to throw some of my advice and my 2 cents into it, but at the end of the day, this is the important stuff right here. 4 shuffles now, 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is Sagittarius advice. Advice. The 10 of Wands, man. Aries got the same thing. Okay? Maybe our fireballs are dealing with a very similar type of energy, you know? No control. No minimum throttle, right? Either smash the pedal all the way to the floor and burn yourself out, or nothing at all. Like one extreme or the other. And again, I think a lot of you, whichever way you look at it, this connection with this person so far isn't building you up. It's not adding to you. It's not adding to your greater good. And I know a lot of you are dealing with, a lot of you right now are not wanting to hear that. You don't want to hear me say that at all. And I get it. I get it, what it feels like to be really clung to something that's toxic. I get it. We've all been there. Every last one of us has been there. But if you want to be 100% honest and you back away and look at this, it's like, this isn't building me up. This isn't making me happy. This isn't adding to my peace. This isn't adding to my, you know, my emotional and my psychological state of being. It's not adding to it and making it better. It's making it worse. It's making it worse at the end of the day. All this connection is really at the end of the day is a fucking burden. That's all it is. It keeps my vibration drained. All right. Learn to water the soil that you stand on. Okay. Don't be jumping fences just because the grass is greener on the other side. Okay. Don't do that. What you need to do, I mean, jumping fences is fine. Dude, hey, go explore. But just be sure that you understand that once you get on the other side of that fence, you got to know how to take care of whatever it is that you're jumping into. Don't just go jumping fences and fucking things up. Oh, well, time for the next fence. Jump that fence, fuck things up. You know what I mean? Don't do that. Don't do that, okay? Learn to start where you are. Start where you are with what you have. Take care of your environment around you. Then we go jumping fences, right? Learn to identify tower moments, okay? How many of us have been put through that lesson? Me. How about you? Check it out. If you look back in the past, the vast majority of these tower moments, you knew it was coming. Oh yeah, you did. Oh yeah, you did. You felt it and you ignored it because you were scared, right? Oh dude, no shade thrown. I get it. I've been there. You're sitting there kicking it in your tower, chilling. Then all of a sudden the storm clouds start to roll in and the sky starts to get dark and you're like, oh shit. Well, I'm just going to keep on chilling and ignore it, you know? Then the wind picks up. You're like, oh, damn, dog. It's getting crazy up in here, you know? Oh, well, I'm just going to keep doing my thing and ignore it. Then you hear the thunder. See, lightning doesn't just crash out of the clear, blue, sunshiny sky at random. Not really. You saw it coming. You knew it was coming. You saw all the signs that this was about to happen, but you ignored it and you swept it under the rug because you were afraid of it. I get it, okay? I'm not saying you're going to be able to avoid every single tower moment, but you can greatly reduce this shit right here happening, okay? Just pay attention to the signs and don't ignore them when it's coming, okay? Don't ignore them. Somebody here has to make a decision too, by the way, okay? Somebody with the judgment upright, okay? Somebody's got to make a call. Somebody's got to make a call here. This is either for the greater good or for the bad. Like, which one is it? You gonna do this or are you not? There's too much wishy-washy energy here, okay? Anywho, Leo. 586 people of you in here so far. Do we at least have one Leo? Be cool if there's like 2 or 3 of you in here. Just playing. Leo. What do we, oops. 593, man, dude, my fire signs done showed out today. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. Leo. For those of you just tuning in, I want to get you a jumper. I want to get a jumper. I don't have to have one. I just like to have that little point of reference. If you would like information on scheduling a personal reading, remember to look in the description of the video. That includes everything. Pricing, how to get a hold of me, all that good stuff. 1, 2 more shuffles for Leo. Queen of Cups reversed, okay. 3 of Swords, Tower reversed. Okay, some of y'all could be dealing with a Pisces, doesn't have to be. Okay, I feel like though that what the problem here is, see, you are a fixed fire sign, okay? You could be dealing with another fire sign, okay? But I think one of the biggest issues here is inconsistency. Inconsistency with the Empress reversed, could be a Taurus too, by the way. Empress reversed in the Knight of Wands here, okay? The Knight of Wands isn't a bad guy. Not a bad guy at all. He doesn't have bad intentions. He's just not mature enough to understand, get off your damn horse. You ain't saving nobody. That's not how it works, okay? It's cool in the movies, you know. Here I come to save the day. And then you save the day and then it's like, now I don't really know what the fuck else to do beyond this point, you know. Okay, not quite a king yet. Not quite a king. Still has good, but that's the main problem here is inconsistency, I think, okay. This person wants equal give and take. I just don't really know if, when it all comes down to it at the end of the day, if they really possess the faculties to actually have something stable, committed, long-term, equal give and take, okay? Like I tell people that come to me for personal readings all the time, even those of you who do attract your person, one of the biggest mistakes that we make is we buy into the illusion that one of these days somebody's gonna show up and it's gonna make all your problems go away. You can just kick your feet back. Now my emptiness is all your job. Now that you're here, I shouldn't feel empty anymore. I'm supposed, you know what I'm saying? We'll reach this arrival point where I don't have to put in any work, any effort. Oh, hell no, dude. No, I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a relationship. I don't care if it's a business. Doesn't really matter what it is. It always involves putting forth work and effort. But you have to draw that line. Where do I cross the line between putting forth work and effort to build and fighting and forcing a losing battle? Okay? The tower is burning, it's crumbling. But here I am trying to piss on it to put it out, right? Trying to hold that tower up like this. No! You know, what's the difference? There's a line in the sand between, I don't know any other way to explain it, putting forth work and effort and fighting a losing battle, okay? And could have been a third party situation that you were dealing with here. Possibly, doesn't have to be. And again, even when I say third party, it doesn't always have to be infidelity. It could have been your mama, your daddy, sticking their nose in there. Oh, you don't need them. You're better than that. You know what I mean? Could have been anybody. Yes, it could be another lover. But either way, I definitely feel somebody else's energy in here because you have 3 of Cups and 3 of Wands. Somebody else's energy is definitely playing a part in this and in the outcome. The person you're dealing with is very disappointed on the way things have turned out. Okay? I think those, see, you got the Tower in the reverse and the 7 of Pentacles, but you also have the Queen of Cups in the reverse, indicating to me that, nope, you haven't really let it go. Not really. Not really. Not really. You may be saying it you did. Queen of Cups reversed. You may be saying, I'm over this, fuck them, I'm, whoop-de-whoop, this, that, and the third. Nuh-uh, no, you haven't. Seven of Pentacles, Tower reversed. You ain't let go of this. You're still very much attached to this. A lot of people think that just because I'm angry at this person, that I'm over it. No. See, you know what being over something feels like? I can talk about this person and not give two shits. Now, let's talk about it. I'll talk about this person in this situation just like I talk about what I had for dinner yesterday. There is no animosity. There is no judgment. There is no anger. There is no hate. But if you start talking about this person, if I was to bring this person up to you and we were, let's talk about this, you'd be getting pissed off. You'd be getting angry. You ain't over that yet. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. You buried it. You buried it, or you tried to. You buried it like a cat turd and tried to run from it, right? Hey, dude, again, I've been there and done that. I totally get it. But you have not healed from it. If you just try to bury it, even if you're successful enough to forget about it, to where it's no longer bothering you, you haven't thought about it in a month. If you haven't processed through it to the point to where you can talk about it and not really care, it's sunk to the pit of your subconscious, and now it's vibrating and really, really doing much more damage in your subconscious than it was when it was floating around your conscious awareness and pissing you off. Oh yeah. Because once it slides underneath your conscious awareness, now it has control of you. Now it can do whatever it wants. See, when it's floating around in your conscious awareness and it's driving you nuts and pissing you off, you still have control. You can still think rationally enough to think, okay, well, I shouldn't do this, I shouldn't do that. It may be driving you nuts, but you still have control. Once it slides under your conscious awareness, you aren't controlling it anymore because you're not even aware that it's there. Now it's manifesting into little behavioral nuances that you wouldn't even think of. You don't even realize you're doing it. You don't even realize this thing is affecting you. Let's look at the advice here. Advice for Leo. Here's the important part. 630 of you, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for showing out and showing love. Appreciate it. Advice for Leo. Thanks for the positive feedback, Sarah. Appreciate you. I am from Southern Indiana. The border between Southern Indiana and Louisville, Kentucky is where I'm from. Let's get 6 shuffles here for the advice. 1, 2, 3. 3 more shuffles. Jefferson. Oh yeah, I bridge in Jeffersonville, the Court Avenue Bridge, when I was homeless. 1, 2 more shuffles. 2, and 3. I live in Vegas now. But yep, I know Jeffersonville real well. But boom, all right, 8 of Pentacles, okay. Focus on your work and your finance right now, okay? See, the funny thing about it is that earth and water, Pentacles and cups, money and love are mirror image reflections of each other energetically. Energetically, okay? That does not mean that your lover and your money are the same thing. That's not what I'm talking about. The relationship and the money are just manifestations of the energy itself, okay? We have to understand the energy and how it behaves, okay? So most of us learn one energy first and then the other one later, okay? Most of us. I mean, 99% of the time. I've very rarely seen 2 people master both energies at the same time. But when it comes to the energy of money, it seems to be a little bit easier for a lot of people, okay? Because money doesn't have any emotions. Money doesn't give a shit who owns it. It doesn't give a shit what you do with it once you do own it. Money is just kind of one of those things that all in here, it's all up to you and your intentions and your perceptions. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of us, when we don't feel like we're dealing with a loose cannon that we can't really predict, another person, right? It's a little bit easier to figure out how the energy of this works. So a lot of you, I think you need to focus more on your work and your finance than anything else right now, okay? Put that as your number one, not chase it, don't chase money, I can't say that, but just put that on the top of your priority list. Let's just put it that way, okay? You need to learn to relinquish whatever grudge you're holding in the past, okay? You need to learn to relinquish that. Okay? Be able to look back in the past and say, I see why that happened that way. Makes perfect sense. Perfect sense. I may not agree with that thing that happened. I may not agree with what that person has done. But dude, I'm going to tell you what, it makes perfect sense. Oh yeah, I get it. I'm not mad about it. Thank you, universe, for giving me that learning experience. Thank you, universe, for giving me the wisdom that I have attained from that experience that I've been through. Thank you. I greatly appreciate it. You know? So that's how you release and let go and get off that karmic wheel, okay? Don't take on too much. Don't try to do too much, okay? Don't try to do too much. Do just enough, okay? Start from where you are. Start from where you are. I've told you all 1,000 times, I started in a fucking homeless shelter. Well, I'm gonna tell you what, start where you are. I don't care where you are. Start where you are with what you have. You live in a universe that has no choice but to keep handing you evidence that supports whatever you believe and whatever you're telling it. I don't like that universal law any more than you do. It's just as much of a challenge to me as it is to you, but that's just the way this stupid system works that we're in, right? So there's nothing really we can do about it. Start feeding your universe something different, okay? Feed it something different. And then it'll start handing you different things in return, okay? You have to do it in here first. As within, so without. As above, so below, okay? Do not try to kick down doors that get slammed shut in your face, okay? Just because a door won't open right now doesn't mean it's never gonna open. But if it ain't opening right now, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Come back to it later. Come back to it later. Eventually that door will. Will you be interested in that door later on? Maybe, maybe not. But once you knock on it, what's on the other side of that door starts aligning and starts working for you, okay? You knock on a door, metaphorically speaking, okay? It's locked. Trust, you knocked on it, everything is aligning inside that room to get ready to have you in it. Could be a lot of things that need to align inside that room, okay? Not right now. It's locked right now. Hold up, come back to it later. Okay, maybe later you come back to it. Nah, I'm not interested in that door anymore. I'm not, okay, all right, whatever. But don't try to kick it down though. Don't try to kick it down. When the door doesn't open, back away and say, okay, I'll come back to this later. Follow your heart, okay? Your heart. Do what you love. Do not chase money, okay? That's what I was saying earlier. Ooh, speaking of chasing money, okay? Look, hey, check it out. Yes, I love this. Like I said, put work and finance at your, it's a slippery slope that I'm walking down when I talk about this, okay? Because we don't want to chase money. You see what I'm saying? But let me give you my example. This is the example that I love to give the most. You have a choice between two jobs, job A and job B. Job A, it's your dream job, dude. Oh my God. You've just wanted to do this. You would love to do this. You would love your life, man. Pays $100,000 a year. Job B pays $1 million a year. Oh, you would hate your life. Oh, I don't want to do that every day. Oh, I would hate my life. Oh, just thinking about doing that all day, every day would just give me a migraine. Most people would still choose job B because it pays $1 million a year. However, if you follow your heart and take the $100,000 a year job, so you're doing what you are doing more out of passion than for money, dude, you can take that $100,000 and flip it into 10 million and make more money following your heart than you would chasing money. Promise you that. Don't chase money. Don't let money pull you around and make decisions for you. Okay? You got to learn to, you can't throw money at me. Oh, a lot of people have learned that the hard way about me. You think you can throw a price tag on me? You think you can dump money on me and get me? I ain't no fucking puppet. You can't buy me. No. I don't care if you dump millions of dollars on me. No. Money don't pull me around. Learn that integrity. Okay? Once you learn that, whatever you energetically run from will chase you. Okay? Learn to kind of energetically run from money a little bit. Okay? It's something in here that takes time, okay? But once you learn to follow your heart and put what you love and your passion first, you'll kind of start doing it by default, not even realizing, okay, well, I don't need money. I don't need money. This is more important to me than the price of anything, right? This, what lights my fire and makes me feel good, right? You'll get it. Anyway, though, I feel like the messages my fire signs needed to hear have come through. I greatly appreciate everybody that tuned in and played along, man. Thank you all so much for the likes and the comments and the super chats and all that good jazz. 650 of you tuned in. That's awesome, man. Appreciate it. Remember to look in the description of the video for information on scheduling personal readings, okay? We're back to the schedule. The description tells you everything you need to know, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I'll see y'all sometime between now and the rest of all eternity, okay? Y'all have a good one.